Hey, what's up, Dean? Super Performance. We're back. We went to Bowling Green, Kentucky, to the Corvette Museum, which was pretty cool. We went to the Holly EFI. Well, me, the Holly EFI Gauntlet, they call it. So it's basically tier one, two, three, four, maybe a five. It's basically all the classes wrapped into one 6 day long course. And they don't teach you how to tune, they just teach you a lot about the systems, mostly the HP and the Dominator. They go over a little bit with the Sniper and Terminator X. But it also certifies you as a Holly EFI, basically certified tuner. They also do like some testing with a bunch of PIDs and stuff, and they mess up the file, the settings, and then you have to go in and you don't get to look at the settings, you don't know what the settings are, and you kind of go through a data log. It was pretty neat. It was fun. Met a lot of good people. I actually met Brandon, Jamie, and Mike of Low Dollar Motorsports. I believe Brandon and Jamie are the owners. They're brothers. And Mike is I guess they're right hand man. I think they're the only 3 employees minus a shipping person. But that was super awesome. They're super nice people. Really cool. Smart as hell. So it was pretty neat to see, a bunch of other people that had a very good understanding of what the systems do, what they're capable of, and ask really in-depth questions. That was pretty neat. But we are back, and it is time to play catch up. So today is Wednesday. I already adjusted the rear end some. It's on jack stands. I can't get it up in the air. But I adjusted the rear end to get the pinion angle down. I left off with finishing the motor mounts. So that's all done. I built a transmission cross member. And that's in. And then you can see the drive shaft is in. I made the drive shaft for Bobby. So I have to adjust the rear end to come forward a bunch. It's actually sitting back too much, so I have to adjust it forward a bunch. Then yesterday and today I jumped on his turbo. So kind of a budget forward facing for a 2J. This manifold I absolutely hate. It sets the turbo here. The wastegate is like teed off the back, which it has no priority. To me, it's just a horrible design. But I guess if it fits in certain cars, it works. Whatever. I don't care. I don't like it. But it's made some gnarly, thick tubing. That's pretty neat. But regardless, so I want to put turbo up front. It'll get fresher air. So I made him a V-band, took the T4 off, put a V-band, 3-inch V-band, tons of pie cuts, not tons, bunch of pie cuts, couple of sort of straight with angles on them, bends to a new T4 flange, and then reused the wastegate where I cut it off back there. I just cut a little extra out of it to shorten it and kind of straighten it up. It's going to point down. The downpipe, I already did the 3 to 4 adapter to the 3-inch V-band. I'm going to cut this back. This will probably be my first pie cut angle on this reducer piece here. So I have to get a new blade. Mine is totally clapped out, so I don't want to destroy the stainless. That's where a lot of these welds went bad, was the blade is so bad it overheats the stainless. So on these, these came out good because the blade was still decent. So I jumped over and welded the quick connectors, quick clamps, whatever you want to call them, to the intercooler. Grabbed his charge pipe that used to run all up and over to his turbo way back there. I lopped off a 90 with a little tailpiece, welded the adapter on, stuck it on there, took the compressor housing, You can see right there, got the quick clamp piece on there, made the turbo drain. Then I jumped over here, which apparently I put that clamp on a little crooked. Took this charge pipe, held it up there. It was really, really close. It just needed to be cut back a little bit. So I cut it back, welded the quick coupler, quick clamp, whatever you want to call it on, and it fit perfect. So that's clamped, blow-off valves plugged in. GM, that's a GM IAT sensor that they use on their motors because it's probably the only thing that works. I'm just kidding. What else? Yeah, I got to do the feed, which I don't know what all of this conundrum oil pressure line shit is, but I mean, I understand buying pre-made lines, but that's, to me, that's absurd. I don't know. So I'm gonna look at that. Kind of just have to extend it a little bit to come across. He had it under this cover. I took it out knowing that it was gonna have to go here. I mean, we could just stick it on. But of course it's not clocked right. So I believe this fitting has to get loosened to clock the hose so that I could put this on. Or I might just screw it on. Call it a day. Done. Jeez. So as far as the turbo itself, done. I also used his old T4 flange. This is the flange I cut off of there. And I lopped the side off of it and then shaved the rounded side of the housing into the flange. This flange used to come, you know, way out here. So I shaved it all the way down. I milled it, I shaved it, I ground it, tons, so that it could get welded to the cage. And now the turbo is hung all by itself, in a sense. If you take the nuts and bolts, this downpipe does come off and the turbo does want to fall out. But the turbo is solid mounted. You could put a nut and a bolt and it is absolutely solid. So what's left? This charge pipe, the downpipe, and the wastegate. Can't do it because he didn't bother to bring me fenders and a bumper. So we're pushing it to the bathroom. No. And then I gotta change this catch can. I gotta remount it somewhere over here. Possibly right there, maybe. Shorten up the hose a little bit. Maybe. I don't know where it was. It was behind the bar on this side, so I have to see if this would even fit there. I don't know, because I don't have the front end, because it's Bobby. But, yeah, plugging away, moving along. So, again, we are Holley dealers. If you need any Holley product, any of those brands, plus any other one that they own, there is Race Pack, Flowmaster, Excel, Hurst, Wind, NOS, B&M, Hayes, Mr. Gasket. There's an absolute ton of product brand that Holley owns. MSD, Hooker, plus all the Holley lineup. If you need anything, you can shoot me an email, comment. We do remote tuning. We do everything, and we are Holley certified to tune your car for Terminator X or Sniper, Terminator X Max, HP, Dominator. So if you need help, give us a shout. I appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified. Have a good day.